Kia ora, my name is Justin Langford. I'm a creative business developer and I'm the captain of Buccaneer, which is what we're on right now. The long story short is raised in New Zealand in the deep south, 5 minutes from the surf, an hour from the mountains. From the earliest memories, I think that it was about exploring, going out with my family and checking out the rivers, the lakes, having fires on the beach, going fishing and doing all that stuff, having a good time and just being with the people you loved and enjoying it as much as possible. And that's what I sort of have always tried to do, just living simple, enjoying the simplest of things, from racing dinghies to having parties on the boat to dinners with friends. It's what I want to be like all the time. And Buccaneer was a project that I had a vision of, what it needed to be like. We wanted a bigger boat because we'd always be taking the boat back to, to the marinas, and then we'd find out the next morning we're going to come back at 9 o'clock in the morning. So let's look at something where it can enjoy and captivate the area and what the lifestyle we want to lead is better. There was no other boat designed or made what we wanted. It was in a lot of disrepair, and so we decided instead of going back to New Zealand, we're like, okay, let's spend the 6 months over winter and doing it up. And then over that 6 months we developed the style, and there's little things like having the log burner inside, and we wanted the biggest deck possible that can encourage people and our friends to come enjoy it with us, because that's what makes us who we are. When we started looking at boats, we looked at what was out there and we're like, we don't want to create anything that's average. Buccaneer is not your average boat, and we designed it to stand out for us. Anything that we do it, make sure that it's designed right, it's thought about, it's not just a second thought, and we're always safe. When you're a bit creative and you look outside the box, then you can definitely enjoy the elements of your creativity as long as you put the hard work in to do it, Then it's like, okay, what else do we want? A beer tap, a cocktail tap, a barbecue, a big deck, it's all there for us to have. With any coastline, there's always nooks and crannies that you can go off and see and you can find, and I think that the caves around here, Dorset was very much regarded as a smuggler's cove. Buccaneer, by name, by reputation, we're not anything to do with that, but when you have a boat that you can enjoy the coastline off, the natural thing to do is explore, and that's for me is exploring, be it above the water or below it. It gives me a peace that I can only get being in the water. No matter the day I have, as soon as I get my head under the water, everything disappears. I listen to my heart, my breathing, the sounds under the water, everything is really tranquil. Instead of going to pay for lobsters or paying for sea bass or bream or whatever it might be, I can go off when we know that we're harvesting the food that we want without taking more than we need. And when we use every part of it. If I had a sea bass, we'll fillet it. We'll use that as stock, the bones. With the lobsters, we'll make a lobster bisque with the shells, and we'll keep that. And there's no other better way. I mean, the need to eat fresh, and that's just down there. It's just beneath us. I think the experience that our friends and family have, and anyone that wants to join us, is it's exciting. But I would like to think that it's exciting before they even stepped on the boat, not knowing exactly where they're going, because it all depends on the conditions of the day. When people come with us, they'll be involved in a piece of 50-year-old history that's been around all these local waters, but also have that touch of class that you can't get on another boat. I haven't seen another boat that has a barbecue and a beer and a cocktail tap as close together as these are. And we did that because we want to make the experience as friendly and as relaxing and welcoming as possible. I wish I could have more of these and more people do it, because it's a great lifestyle to have. It's a really good lifestyle to have.